Thank you.
Hello, everyone, again. My name is Sophiko Tabatadze. As you know, I'm from Georgia. And my presentation topic is the real role of digital delivery of higher education in public policy for the resocialization of convicts, based on study conducted in penitentiary institution in Georgia. What is the problem? Okay. In Georgian prisons, convicts can access higher education in too many ways. The first one is same digital service, correspondence learning format. And in this setup, convicts study with the help of a coordinator, but they don't have direct contact with university lecturers or other staff. The second one is full digital service called Digital University. In this case, convicts attend classes through online platforms like Zoom and participate in lectures in digital. The topic of my research is relevant for several reasons. Providing higher education is one of the tools of resocialization of convicts. The opportunity to receive higher education is fundamental right of every person. It is important for countries to have effective policy for resocialization of convicts in order to reduce pressure of state budgets. There are almost no research paper on the importance of higher education and its delivery forms in the policy of resocialization of convicts, both in Georgia and other countries. The aim of my research was to study the state's policy regarding the organization of providing higher education in the process of resocialization of convicts in the penitentiary system based on comparison of same digital and full digital forms of learning. And my research question was first one, how did the inclusion of convicts in the digital university on the one hand and correspondence studies on the other hand contribute to the process of resocialization and rehabilitation? And second one was what are the barrier factors in providing higher education to convicts? And for the research, I used two theoretical framework. First one was criminological framework. This theory focused on why people commit a crime and what the response should be: punishment or rehabilitation. In particular, social challenge in society, for example, barriers to education contribute to crime activity. The second theoretical framework was desistance theory. This theory involves stopping crime behavior or other antisocial behavior by promoting prosocial behavior. For example, supporting conduct with future employment and education. I use the qualitative research method as a research methodology. In particular, in deep interview, we are conduct with male students of both form of study, university lectures, and staff. And empirical materials and thematic legislative framework enforced in Georgian. We are studied through content analysis. Okay. The importance of resocialization is outlined in Georgian legislation, which defines its role in the rehabilitation process. In this context, correspondence learning supports resocialization in two key ways. First one is help convicts use their time more productively. Second, participating in correspondence learning has in some cases allowed convicts students to transfer to prison with better living condition. When students describe the correspondence learning format, they use the following terms. For example, confusing process, low ability to understand the material, lack of communication, and other similar statements. And the role of digital university in the process of resocialization of convicts is characterized by the following aspects. First one is the respect for the convict, other people, take a responsibility, creation of a healthy, normal psychological atmosphere among convicts in the penitentiary institutes, rising the level of education of the convicts. And the last one is preparation of the convict for release. When the students describe study forms, they use some words. For example, significant experience, interesting projects, effective, social, responsible, and etc. I want to discuss various circumstances providing higher education to convicts in prison. In this case, of the same digital services, barriers are delayed access to learning materials and old materials. Sometimes they are useless. It's almost impossible to analyze learning materials without communicating with the lectures. Unobjective grades of students by lectures. In the case of full digital service, convict students face several barriers. First one is lack of training resource, shortage of staff in the penitentiary system, and lack of skills of lecturers to work with vulnerable groups. And across both learning formats, convict students face several common challenges while pursuing university studies, in particular due to prison regime, lack of time for study, and second one is lack of group classes and practical classes. And I want to show you qualitative dates that show prisoner students study better with a full digital service. Special the average score of prisoners in correspondence learning in 19.1, while in digital services 77 points. Moreover, in same digital learning, 81% of prisoners students earn all credits of semester study credits, while the remaining 19% earn only partial. The findings of the research are involvement in digital university helped or is helping convict students. It improves their communication with outside world, boosts their self-confidence, give them access to higher education, and supports their reintegration into society. It's also encourages them to take responsibility for their actions and contribute to change of public attitudes by showing a more positive human side of their journey. Convict students using the correspondence education format received high education to increase their self-confidence and receive education. The attitude of lecturers involved in digital university towards the convicts is a phenomenon changed after the lecturers communicate with the students. The change is based on getting to know the personal characters of convict students. In the correspondence education process, the attitude of lecturers towards the convicts as a phenomenon changes after the lecturers become convinced of students' education and competence. And summary is, in conclusion, it can be said, involvement or access to the digital university program compared to correspondence learning format contribute more to the process of resocialization of convicts. Participation in this educational program forced convicts to think about their lives, to make new choice. They gained more control over their lives. Accordingly, the provision of this full digital service by the state service to support the convicts of support the reduce of criminal and antisocial behavior of convicts. That's all this source used. Thank you for your attention.